Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the Weekend Tarot for Saturday the 15th and Sunday the 16th of January 2022. I've shuffled, so I will cut. This is a major arcana reading. Magician in the reverse. Empress in the reverse. And the Lovers. Okay. Right. Well, a non-doing or an undoing or a can't doing or a won't doing here in the Magician in the reverse. A non-growing or a can't growing, or a don't want to growing, or a refusal to grow, or a blockage of growth, or a shrinkage, even here in the Empress in the reverse, and then a choice. Okay, so it's kind of slim pickings in terms of our sense of possibility, capacity, and expansion here. There's like slim pickings, man, with these two in the reverse. And that is informing, somehow or other, impacting on what is nonetheless a choice to be made. That doesn't seem, at first sight, a particularly comfortable position to be in, I have to say. I mean, when you have kind of meagre inner resources, or perhaps even meagre material resources, or meagre resources in the matter of capacity, because I mean the Magician is all about capacity. It's the proto card of I can. We have the Fool, I am, or just being. Fool, 0 card, to be. Magician card number 1 is to do. It's the doing, okay, the action. Just the fact of action. Never mind what we might choose to do with it. That's what we have here. Okay, and in between them, the Empress being the card of expansion, connection, fructification, growth, fertility, in the reverse. So, are we being pushed by the meager quantity and nature of these resources, of these capacities, and of these movements and actions? Do we feel kind of squeezed into a corner, and like in order for anything to actually grow in our lives, we got to take a choice? I don't know, maybe you do. The choice here is a very, very clear choice between two things, between this and that. And the thing about this is that it can look like we're choosing between apples and oranges. Okay? But when we choose apples and reject oranges, we are not only rejecting oranges, we are also rejecting bananas and grapes and raspberries and kiwi fruit and all the rest of it. We are zeroing in on one thing. And we zero in on that one thing because of this little Eros here, with his inexplicable choice of what is wanted, what we want. I mean, if you are there and you've got apples on this side and oranges on this side, you're just going to choose the one you want, aren't you? Even if you think you're choosing because it's the one you should choose, or it's, you know, the best one in terms of being good for your health and blah, blah, blah. It's still all about what you want. So I think it's, what I'm seeing here is not so much a choice being made, but it's more a kind of zeroing in and a kind of collapsing down. And I mean that in the sense like collapsing into reality, out of the potential. I'm using a bit of quantum physics vocabulary there, because in quantum physics, everything's in the potential. Everything's kind of floating around as a could be. And the moment we zero our attention in on it, it collapses down into an actual happening, into a particle. And I think what I'm seeing here is not so much as this narrative of being kind of, you know, pushed into a corner because we can't do anything, we don't feel like anything's growing, so we've got to take a choice. It's more subtle than that. Surprise, surprise. It's about the power of wanting. And I think here, you know, never mind what you can do, and never mind what could grow. What do you actually want? That's what this reading is inviting us to consider. What do you want? Because it doesn't matter, as I say, if it's a good idea, or the thing that you should do, or the thing that if you do such and such other sort of thing will happen, or the thing that your mum told you to do, or the thing that you have to do because it's the only thing. No. What do you actually want? Because that's the only thing that's going to matter in the end. It's the only thing that's going to matter. And whether we know it or not, and whether we like it or not, that is how our life moves. That is how we move forward step by step, by basically going, yeah, I want that. That's how it works. Let's get another one. Hanged Man. Okay, so we really are weighing up two options here. And we are kind of suspending the choice. But no matter what, it's still there. And perhaps what we're doing is kind of spending the weekend looking at it this way and looking at it that way. But it doesn't really matter, because that choice thing, this little character here, this little Kama, this little Eros, this is nothing to do with thought, right? It's nothing to do with thought. It is just this thing down in your gut that pumps through your veins. It's just, that's the one you want. And there's no accounting for it, no matter how long you stay strung up, upside down, looking at it this way and that way. You want what you want, what you want. Don't you just? Look at that, the world. The world in the upright. Okay, so this is big. And I think, in a way, okay, hold on. Okay. Lovely. Do you know what? I'm struck by how often I pull these two cards together. And I really love the way that this kind of garland here is reflected in the wheel here. They often come out together for me. Okay. All right. Now, whatever you want, like really want, not what you think you should want, but what you really want. Okay. That is, as I say, at the basis of everything for us. And that's why the World card is here. But at the same time, we are always drawn towards the matter of, oh, well, hold on, you know, if I run a thought experiment and look at it this way, what do I want? But that, in this reading certainly, can only kind of hold us up. And I've got a really strong feeling, and I never get this about the wheel, but, until today, that too much of this hanged man energy is going to actually put a flipping spoke in this wheel and stop it turning. So I'm not seeing great action this weekend, but what I am seeing is a really, really wonderful invitation to paddle and tread in the deep, fresh stream of what it is you actually want. Because, as I say, no matter how much good sense something else might make, if you don't acknowledge what it is you really want, your world will never, never turn. The wheel of your world will never turn smoothly. And, you know, sometimes we have to go a really, really long way round before we work that out. So if there's a should or a must, or even just a can attached to your want to, have a really good look at that, because those things are not going to mean anything in the end. This is where it's at. Little dude here, he is where it's at. Where's he gone? Look at him. Oh, he's so sweet. Can't argue with him. Why would you? Right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.